Hey everyone, I hope that you are enjoying the snow right now, and hopefully this assignment won't take you too long. I'm going to go through 2 of the questions with everyone, and then I expect the other 6 done on your own time. You can spread that out however you want. You can do 3 today, 3 tomorrow, or you can just knock them all out today. You can knock out 2 today, 2 tomorrow, do some over the weekend. However you want to do it. It's due Monday by 11:59 p.m. This is, you can see it's right here, and it's just kind of however you want to do it. So a couple things before I get into that. The first is go Yankees. Baseball season has started. At least we're getting ready to start spring training, and they have reported. So we're making that shift from Raiders to Yankees, although still Raiders for life. And then the second thing, which is something that most of you probably care about more, is just to know that we were originally supposed to have our book challenge on Monday, which is February 24th. However, because of the snow days, we have moved it. It is now going to be Monday, March 3rd, which is going to be the following Monday, so a week from the coming Monday. So just keep that in mind. We were also supposed to do research today, Thursday, the 20th, and Friday, the 21st, depending on when you have my class. However, that has also been moved to later in March. I have the dates, but I didn't write them down. So I'll talk to you about those in a second. So we want to open this assignment up right here. There will be this video above it when you guys are going to work on it. The assignment looks like this. Okay. Now, similar to what we've already done recently, where we're going to highlight any text features. We're going to identify the text structure. We're going to write the big ideas for each section, short little summaries. We're going to underline the thesis statement. And then we are going to now answer 3 questions. One about the main idea, one about author's purpose, which we've been working on this week, and then one about author's point of view or viewpoint. So as I said, I'm going to do 2 of them with you. If you want to make a note of this somewhere, including the ones that we do together, there is 1 problem and solution, 3 cause and effects, 2 compare and contrast, and 2 chronological. There are no descriptions and only 1 problem and solution. Okay, so to start off, we're just going to do the first 2. All right. Actually, no, I'm going to do 2 and 3 because 3 is kind of tricky. Maybe it's not, but we'll see. So 2, the digital dilemma. Okay, so we want to highlight that. That's the first thing we want to do. Now, there's no other text features in here. I didn't add headings for any of these questions, but you get the idea. Okay, so the digital world offers incredible opportunities for learning and entertainment, but too much screen time can have negative effects. Excessive screen time can lead to reduced sleep quality, lower academic performance, and even mental health struggles. Now, I know up here it says 4th to underline your thesis, but I'm hoping that at this point we are just so it's starting to become ingrained that we just boom underline that thesis immediately. Now, remember, it's almost always at the end of the introduction paragraph. Now, you will run into some papers, some essays, some articles that we will read coming up here, because we're going to jump and make it a little bit more challenging. So this might be the last of this where it's only 1 paragraph. There might be a few paragraphs, and generally it's going to be at the end of that last paragraph. But just look at the last sentences of the paragraphs, and the thesis statement should jump out to you. And so here it is, okay? And so basically, like excessive screen time can have negative effects. There's a key word there. Not that you have to underline this, but you're effects, right? So I'm kind of getting an idea of what my text structure might be. Studies show that blue light from screens can interfere with sleep, making it harder for students to focus in class. Too much time on social media can also lead to stress and anxiety. So too much screen time leads to loss of sleep or anxiety. And then to help schools, again, leads, right? Causes, leads. To help schools are promoting digital literacy and encouraging students to set screen limits. Finding a balance between online activities and real-life interactions can lead to better focus and well-being. So schools are trying to help students. Now, there's really not enough of a solution here, okay? They're promoting digital literacy, but it's not really stopping the problem, right? They're just like, it's cause and effect, right? Because of this is happening. So because there's too much screen time, there are negative effects such as the loss of sleep, such as anxiety, such as added stress. And so schools are trying, as a result, a final result was they are trying to encourage students to set screen limits. They're trying to help them find a balance between online activities and real life interactions, but it's really just cause and effect here. Okay. And so then what is the main idea of the passage? So excessive screen time can lead to reduced sleep quality, lower academic performance, and even mental health struggles. Let's look for that, right? The digital limiter argues that schools should ban digital devices. Well, argues isn't really one of our summary words, so I would throw that one away immediately. The digital dilemma describes how technology affects students' daily lives. Okay. I do like that one. The digital dilemma explains the effects of excessive screen time on students. I think I like that one more, okay, because it was really more about the screen time than it was technology. And then the digital dilemma explores why students should use technology as much as possible. Well, that's not true, but I do like the explores word. So I think our best answer here should be C. Now, when you answer this, you can highlight it. You can just change the color. You can bold it, whatever you want to do, okay? Whatever works best for you to just show me that you've answered that question. What is the author's purpose for writing the passage? So again, did I want to inform you? Am I trying to inform you about something? Am I trying to persuade you? And if you look through this, right, I'm showing you a cause and effect relationship, but am I trying to get you to agree with anything that I am saying? I don't feel like I am. And then really those are the only two that you're looking for. So am I persuading or am I informing? You're really not looking for the other ones. If it was fiction, which we're not reading fiction, you would be looking for entertainment, but this is not fiction, so we're not looking for entertainment. So to me, the best answer here is A. The digital dilemma informs readers about the impact of excessive screen time and the importance of balance. Okay. So that's how oh God, did I pick that blue? I hope I did. And then which statement would the author most likely agree with? So this kind of goes hand in hand with the other two, right? If the main idea is the effects of excessive screen time on students, if I'm trying to show the impact of excessive screen time and the importance of balance, then I most likely have kind of a negative viewpoint on excessive screen time. And so when I get down to this, right, like we don't want to say, the author feels there is no such thing as too much screen time for students. The author believes technology use has no effect on student learning. Those to me go against what he is trying to say. So the author thinks digital devices are harmful and should not be used in schools. So that's where you got to like check the balance and see like how negative did he go. And I think this one would be persuasive. If this was persuasive, I think that these two would probably go hand in hand. But this one's really not persuasive. This one's more this right here, right? The author believes too much screen time can negatively impact students' health and their academics. Okay. Now, this video is going to go a little long because I'm going over answers, but it's worthwhile. So please, let's watch the next one with me. And the other one I'm going to do is the plastic problem. So the plastic problem, we want to highlight that. So it does have problem in the title, like the last one had dilemma, but the last one wasn't problem and solution. So just because it has problem in the title does not mean, or does not necessarily mean this is problem and solution. And I just remember this one being tricky as I read it because I could see why you might argue problem and solution, but there are things in here that lead me to think it's honestly not that. So plastic is everywhere, from grocery bags to water bottles. While plastic is convenient and inexpensive, it also harms the environment. The challenge is deciding whether plastic's benefits outweigh its consequences. So therein lies, right, I'm supposed to underline this. There is your thesis, right? Whether its benefits outweigh its consequences. So I'm looking at the benefits and the consequences of plastic. And right there, I should be like, oh, compare and contrast, because I'm looking at the benefits and the consequences. So it's compare and contrast. So but right here, there is good and bad with the use of plastic. Okay, gotta hurry this up because we're running out of time. On one hand, plastic is lightweight, cheap, and easy to produce. It helps store food, make medical supplies, and even build electronics. However, plastic waste pollutes oceans, harms wildlife, and takes centuries to break down. So plastic is helpful at times, but it is destroying, it is harming the earth, the environment. Ooh, that's even better. Okay. Some people argue that plastic should be replaced with biodegradable materials, while others believe it's too essential to eliminate. The best solution might be reducing plastic use while improving recycling efforts. So there are arguments for and against plastic. And this isn't really a solution, okay? So that's why I wouldn't say it's problem solution. I would say it's compare and contrast. So the main idea, looking back here, the challenge is deciding whether plastic's benefits outweigh its consequences. And so our best answer here is the plastic problem explores both the benefits and drawbacks of plastic. That's pretty much exactly what your thesis is, and that's what we've been working towards, right? The author's purpose for writing this passage: am I trying to persuade you, or am I trying to inform you? So I don't think anywhere in here I'm trying to get you to agree with the benefits or agree with the consequences. So I'm not really trying to persuade. I think here I'm just, again, trying to inform you. The plastic problem informs readers about both the advantages and disadvantages of plastic. It doesn't really try to sway you to one side or the other. Now, my viewpoint on plastic, okay, again, I don't really kind of go one way or the other, so we want to talk about both. So the author is pretty neutral here, right? The author believes plastic is useful, but people must find ways to reduce its harm. It's right there in the middle. So I'm hoping that we're just kind of like looking through these. Gosh, is that different colors? Doesn't matter. I don't have enough time. I'm just looking through these and just seeing how they all go hand in hand. On our next assignment that is similar to this, we have a mastery check coming up, but also we're going to start looking at supporting details that help support the main idea. I just wanted to continue our main idea practice, but also add in author's purpose and also add an author's viewpoint. I feel as though author's purpose and viewpoint are a little bit easier than the main idea, but I want us just understanding author's viewpoint is how the author feels, and author's purpose is why the author wrote the text. Okay, did the author write it to inform us, or did the author write it to persuade us? And then how does he feel? Does he have a positive outlook on what he's writing about, or she's writing about, a negative outlook on what they're writing about, or are they right there in the middle? And we saw, we didn't really see them jump to one side or the other per se. Okay, this one's kind of more negative, but he wasn't really trying to persuade. This one was right there in the middle. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, email me. You know I always answer your emails. Just let me know what the questions are, and I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. Please, I hope you got these 2 answers written down, and then you have the other 6 due to me by Monday at 11:59 p.m. Hopefully you get them done over these next 2 days. It doesn't take too long with your other assignments, and you are able to enjoy the snow, which it looks like we are getting a lot right now as I'm recording this on a Wednesday night. So hopefully this video also at 12 minutes and 40 seconds lets me upload to YouTube, because it is kind of long. Thank you as always for watching, everyone. I cannot wait to see you all on Monday. It's been crazy with all this snow and all this missed time, and I'm ready to get back to a normal routine. But I also am hoping that you guys are enjoying your time off. Okay, bye everybody.